Hello, everybody. Today we're going to talk about the cash secured put, otherwise known as the short put. So we're going to look in the thinkorswim trading platform that we have here. We're going to look at the Qs. It is it's a variant of the NASDAQ and mimics the pricing. So it's a lot cheaper than the option pricing in the NASDAQ, but as you'll see in a little while, you still need a significant amount of premium to be able to make this trade. So just a heads up there. So, okay, so let's look at the option pricing on the put side. So what we're looking for is we want to stay out of the money, greater than 89, 90%. So we're looking between the 89, 95% mark for trading out of the money for these puts. So let's look over here. So we've got we've got our strike prices on the left, we've got our bid, we've got our ask, and then the in the middle pricing, which is the mark. We've got our probability out of the money, as well as our delta and some volume to take a look at. So the volume kind of helps us see where other people are trading at the moment in time. So let's look over here. So we've got the 90, let me throw the annotation on here. So we've got our 90% out of the money. Our option pricing at the mark is about 44 cents. And that's at the 150 strike price. So I think that's about as good as it gets there. So let's take a look and see. So in order to do this in the thinkorswim platform, you just right click on the mark price. You go to sell, since we're selling the option, and click on single. And that will give us our order. So we're looking to sell one contract of the Qs on the March 15th expiration, which is roughly 34 days out, which is a great time frame. Because remember, time decay is in our favor, which we'll see on the payoff diagram here in a moment. We're at the 150 strike price, and it's a put. And there's our price of 43 cents. So let's take a look and analyze this trade. Okay, so here's our payoff diagram. The y-axis is the profit, and the x-axis is the price of the stock. So if we look in the middle, the dotted line here is the current price of the Qs. These dotted lines on the outside are one standard deviation out. So as you can see, these red lines here, these are our break-even points. So what we want the stock to increase in price. 150 is our break-even point, is our strike price. And then if you subtract your 43 cents from that point, that gives you your actual break-even point. So where we're at today, and the break-even point, this is the amount of intrinsic value that we have for this option contract over time. So let's take a look. Two of them here. So we'll take a look. So since it's only we're only collecting a 43-cent premium, our maximum potential profit is $43 because it's at we just multiply that by 100 contract. So let's take a look at what time decay does for this contract. So as we move forward in time, you'll see the break-even points start to contract as we get closer and closer to our March 15th option expiration. So as you can see, we ultimately want the stock price to stay above 150. So if the Qs were trading sideways, or if they're fluctuating, $20 up or down, we're still looking at making a profit. So the great thing about this is as time moves on, assuming that the price stays above 150, we can realize the maximum potential for the contract quicker. That's why some people who trade a lot of options over time, as they get into the last week of expiration, will end up selling these contracts a little early, especially if they've already reached the full intrinsic value of the option. So, okay, well, that is the explanation for a cash secured put or a short put. So if you have any other questions, please feel free to leave a comment at the bottom of the post. Thank you. Great day.